What is going on, everybody? So I got this mail that came in earlier this week, and it's just been sitting under the table waiting the right time to unbox it with you guys. And I decided to do it right now in this separate video on the same day that I am working on the H22 CRX, buttoning it up for the track tomorrow, which should be in tomorrow's video. So I'm going to show you guys really quickly where this package came from. Canadian boy, that right there says Ktuned. So I got my little midget table and my midget chair set up for some unpackaging today, and I'm going to show you guys what I picked up. Now I kind of got the GoPro sitting on top of the trash can, on top of my wiring box, because if I have it set up in the case and on the tripod, it's going to make too much scratching noise, and it kind of makes my voice sound muffled. So it's just free floating over there, and let's get to opening this package. Now I apologize if my lighting is kind of poor. It is getting kind of dark, and my light up there is kind of pointing to the tarp instead of to the part. So hopefully you guys should be able to see the items that I got, because they blingin'. So I'm going to move this box to the floor so that way we can use the table and kind of lay everything out to show you guys the items and all of the items that we picked up, and get a better look at them. Alright guys, first and foremost, Ktuned paper. Man, I can use this to pack other items, and I got this because it came from Ktuned. So I'm gonna save this for future packages to be shipped out. I'm gonna show you guys the care package first, because it is the first thing when you open the box, and it looks like we have a 22 by 57 inch Ktuned banner. This is badass. I have a couple other banners that I bought, and I'm just waiting to, like, you know, either clear out the garage or find a nice place to hang everything up. And right now I don't want to hang them up one at a time, so I'm going to save this for when the time is right. So thank you, Ktuned, for the banner. My first Ktuned shirt. Now, I knew he was going to send me a shirt, and I'll speak upon who at the end of this video, because they had emailed me and asked me for a size. So thank you for sending me a shirt. I can finally add it to my car shirt collection, because most of the time I wear blank shirts, and most of these are gotten from products and you know, buying them at car meets and car shows. So thank you, Ktuned, for that 3XL shirt, because I'm a big boy and y'all got me covered. Right here we have a Ktuned keychain. Now one of 3, because I've bought Ktuned products before, and now I can have one for every key. So this right here is a windshield banner, 28 hours long, and unwrap it and let it sit for 24 hours before applying. Thank you, Ktuned, for this banner. I'm definitely going to find a place to put this. I apologize for the siren, and let's take a quick moment for that to be gone. So given that the majority of these items were bought for the wagon, I'm going to find a place for the sticker, and I don't know if I could maybe possibly try to make it in black, because if you guys know, most of the stickers on the wagon are all black. It's there, but it's not there. Granted, where I live at, you can get pulled over for stickers, so rather be safe than sorry, but I am definitely going to rock the Ktuned banner one way or the other, so thank you guys for this. We'll put it to use. Haha! So after kind of digging into the box a little bit more, we have some smaller banners, and these are black, so maybe I'll rock these on the side of the window instead of the giant banner, because, you know, if you add them together, it's kind of equivalent. So I'm definitely going to rock the black ones. So thank you, Ktuned, for these extra stickers. It just makes me more and more excited as I am going through all of this. God damn. Now, before we get into the bigger items, I want to pull out the first item that was the reason for this unboxing, and that will be this guy. This right here is the Ktuned H&F series transmission cable bracket for running RSX shifter box or RSX cables or the race cables. And if you guys remember, on the budget H22 build, we put an RSX shift box, but I had to utilize the original cables, whether they're the Preludes or the Accord, and made my own bracket to utilize the box. But now that we have this Ktuned unit, I can finally remove the Accord stretch cables, which I believe is the issue of me not going into gear every time this car goes to the track, and replace it with this guy. And then I am going to remove the cables, the stock RSX Type S cables in the wagon, and put that all together in this car. So the whole shifter cable, the shifter box itself, is going to be RSX Type S with the Ktuned transmission bracket. So I'm going to install this today with this car, which is going to be in tomorrow's video. Oh, and it comes with all the hardware. That's what I love about Ktuned. They have hardwares for everything that you are installing onto your engine. Now, for the main course of this video, the baller piece is what most people would call it. The bling bling is what I called it. Now, the main piece to this whole purchase is the sucker that's in this box. And I think it's been long overdue. I think the wagon deserves it, especially because I went to Race Wars and the car did great all day, but it was so hard for me to get into second gear given that my car is right-hand drive. It's hard to go into second gear because I've had a dislocated shoulder like 9 times in the last 10 years, and going to second is hard because second is further away, and the HR no-cut shifter box is great for budgeted builds, and it's great for just getting your swap going and keeping it under the center console. And don't get me wrong, Ktuned has a no-cut shifter box as well, which is pictured right here. But the one that's in my car is just way too sloppy, and I thought it was the time to finally give this car what it deserves and help me find gears. Let's open this sucker up. Alright, more Ktuned stickers. Freaking awesome. Allen key sets, which I am certain is for this unit because it comes with really, really nice shiny Allen key bolts. What is this guy? Oh snap, boys. This is the shifter right here. The Pro Billet Pro shifter. The top attachment to the box. And getting excited here, boys. Ooh. Guys, ever since I knew what a K-swap was, and I've seen one of these in a lot of cars, and personally in my friend's old Furio, Caesar from North Carolina Auto Styles had a right-hand drive Furio with a K-swap, and he had this Pro Billet shifter. I've sat in his car one time after I did my K-swap, and night and day difference on the shift, on the throw, on the feel, and the fact that it sits really high up. Now, I don't like my shifter being too far down because the wagon seats, they sit taller than the other EF chassis for some reason, and you're more 90 degrees. So with the wagon stock shifter or a regular shift linkage, you're really leaning down. And with the HR no-cut shifter box, it's still way down there, even though my adjustability is all the way up. So with this one right here, mounted on top of the tunnel, I don't mind cutting my center console at all because this is worth it. And with the billet base plate, it makes it sit even taller. So I already know from the get-go this is going to be super comfortable to my hands. And to top it off, guys, they even hooked it up with a shift knob of my choice, and it's a teardrop. I can't pronounce the damn word, but I'll put it right here somewhere. This is a stainless steel teardrop style shift knob, and it feels amazing. It's super heavy, and it makes it even taller with the base plate and the adjustability of this shifter right here, this rod that goes through the aluminum billet piece. I can't get over the fact of how beautiful this piece right here looks. It is amazing. Ktuned, you guys did a solid one on this. And again, they provide all of the hardware. Now, if you're gonna ball out, not saying that I'm balling out, which we'll speak about in just a second here, you cannot buy this without buying the race cables. We have race cables, boys. Something I've always dreamed of having when I got the K-swap put into my car. Plus the fact that I'm pulling the cables out of there to put in this car, I need replacement cables, so why not get race cables while we are at it, right? Hell yeah, brother. So it looks like everything here is all related to transmission, shifter box, cables and brackets and all, but we aren't done. There is one more item that I picked up while we were picking up all of this, and it's just been long overdue since mine on the car currently is jank. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 boom. So here we have a Ktuned fuel rail, and this is to replace the OBX one that's on the car, which is cracked and has been rewelded and it looks shitty. So while I was picking up everything here on the table, I figured let's get a new fuel rail while we are at it, since I do need to replace mine anyways. I went with the Ktuned anodized blue because why not? I'm super stoked to get this one replaced in the car because it's going to complement everything else that's blue in the engine bay and not look crappy like the one that's on the car now. Alright guys, so this is pretty much everything that I picked up from Ktuned. We got the shifter box, the base plate, the weighted shift knob, a new fuel rail, a care package, HF series transmission bracket for RSX shifter box cables, and we have the race cables for the wagon. Now I got to square up my H22 CRX here for the track tomorrow, and then once we get back in the following week, we'll park this car, and then we're going to start working on my wagon right here, because I have a show on October 7th, so that means when the cables come out of here today, we're gonna have to install that shifter box and race cables in replacement to that car and get that car all cleaned up for the show. And then we're gonna be moving on to that car. Now, before I end this video, guys, I want to give a huge shout out to Ktuned, especially Sean from Ktuned. I reached out to them because I felt like it was the time to pull triggers on all of these items that you see here on the table, and I just wanted to reach out to see if they could help me in any way possible with coming on board with the build on some of these items that I've purchased. And Sean helped me out tremendously, and I want to give a huge shout out to you. Thank you for opening email. Thank you for seeing mine. Thank you for reading it. Thank you for replying back on a positive note. And here we are with some new products. So if you guys want to check out some of the Ktuned products, especially if you guys are K-swapped for any chassis whatsoever, I'm going to link down Ktuned's website in the description below, their Instagram, Sean's Instagram. Let them know I sent you guys if you find something that you may be interested in, and pick you guys up some products. So I'm going to go ahead and continue working on my CRX. Track is less than 12 hours away. So with that being said, if you guys are loving the new products for the wagon, and if you guys want to stick around for future installs on a lot of these Ktuned products, hit that subscribe button. Thank all of y'all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.